Hi, everybody. Sherri Leopold here with another episode of Woman of Worth 2022. And I have the amazing Nancy Lockhart with me today. And she is one of the award winners for 2022. Congratulations, Nancy, on being a Woman of Worth for 2022.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor and a torch to carry forward. And I'm thrilled. Thank you.
Thank you. And you know what? I love that you just said that, a torch to carry forward, because this is a program where we are doing it every year and we will be celebrating women who are writing their own history. And that is definitely you, Nancy. So I would love if you would share a little bit about who Nancy Lockhart is and what you do and how you serve people.
Well, thank you so much. I am Nancy Lockhart. I am a wife. I'm a mother of two amazing girls. I am the founder and CEO of Lockhart Marketing. I am a best-selling author. I'm a podcast host, and I'm an executive advisor at University of Santa Barbara. So for marketing. So I have a lot of things that I'm doing, but I'm at a point in my life where I am so thrilled and just blessed to be living the life that I'm living and doing the things that I'm doing, because I really think I'm at a point where I can share my message, my journey, and help other women as they are on their journey as well.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Nancy, and absolutely commend you for just standing up and standing out as that unrepeatable miracle that you are, and
I
really
love
standing
that.
in your power, and I love that about you, and it's one of the reasons that I was drawn to you on our collaborative book that we did. But
Yeah,
I really like that you have so many talents and you're not afraid to use any of them. So congratulations on
thank you.
that as well. So
Thank
I want
you.
to ask you, because you have had a very varied journey. It's
Yes.
changed throughout your life. I want to ask you, is there some woman or multiple women in your past, since we're honoring Women's History Month, that you'd like to acknowledge and really give a shout out to for being instrumental in your journey to success?
Yeah. Well, thank you. I have to say that I am a woman that has grown up around a lot of women, and I don't think I realize how fortunate I am with the caliber of women that I've grown up with. My mother, my grandmother, I have two sisters, I have an amazing cousin, and I have my two daughters. And in multiple levels, they're impacting in my life in ways that I didn't know for a very long time. You grow up with these labels, and then you become adults and you start to really realize the amazing people that are around you. So they've continually supported me, even when I didn't know to support myself. And we support one another throughout life and through the growing and changing. So I just would like to say thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Debbie, Vicky, Kathy, Lauren, and Sarah, for being the people you are in my life, and I'm so very grateful for you.
I love that, because that's one of the things that we've talked about really all month long is, the ripple of blessings. When you talk about your mother and your grandmother and people that have impacted you along the way, they probably never stopped even for a second to think about what they were doing, but they were impacting the next generation, just like you are with your girls
Yeah.
today. But the greatest thing is, having this moment in time, and we're going to talk about the legacy you're leaving, is you are impacting the next generation, which is exactly why you've received this award, is because you are writing your own history, and you're writing your own story, and the way it's going to read. And that is one of the reasons why you have received this award. So
Thank you. Thank you so much. So much. It makes me very proud.
and you are in such fabulous company, of course. But I do want
Yes.
to ask you, you've had a very successful career. Is there
Mhm.
any thing that you would point to that you have had where it was a struggle or a challenge as a woman, and what you did to overcome it?
Yeah, for sure. I continue to go, I don't think you reach a point where you're like, I'm here. And I hope never to reach that, because I constantly am learning and growing through contrast, which I think is super important. But there have been times in my life, and the biggest, I think, block was myself, and lack of confidence and understanding of the power that I have, the wisdom that I have, what I know as myself as a child that I valued and that I kind of suppressed until I got to this point in my life. And I see that, being able to own that and take that back and say, this shouldn't have been, you shouldn't have pushed that down. You shouldn't have said that was bad, or that was a label that was you were carrying around with you for whatever reason. And so I think within, as I enter my 50s, I really was like, you know what? What if I embraced some of that? What if I thought, it's okay to want to, have everything, be a mom, have a career, have a fulfilling career that makes me feel like validated for all of the things and all the ways that I am, and who I am. So it really is something, I think, as women, we tend to put ourselves into a box of like, this is what I'm supposed to do. And I want to celebrate, and through my business, celebrate women who are coming through that and going, I know there's something more. I just don't know how to get there. I'm not sure what I want to do. I know I want to do something. I have this passion, this talent. So how do I move into that? I've been there. I've experienced that. And with my marketing background, I help women business owners to actually, to say, okay, here's what I want to do. And then I go, okay, how do we get you to there? And I also, I'm a certified law of attraction life coach. So that helps so much with, it helped, my training helped me immensely to break down some of those barriers. And now I get to share that with the people that I work with, which is an amazing gift. And, I'm just very, very blessed. And the thing about it, when you talk about that ripple effect, my kids see me happier than ever. They look at me and they go, they tell me how proud they are of me. I'm constantly saying that back to them. They're my kids, but to hear that coming back to you, and truly genuine, I feel so fortunate. But I had to find that place. I had to give myself permission. It didn't just happen. It wasn't outside. It was all internal. That I had to allow myself to bloom, blossom, and be, the Nancy that I am today. And I will continue to grow and be even more, Nancy that I am today, if you can believe that.
I love that. Even more fabulous. I
Yes,
like to say
right.
it's an inside job, Nancy. That's what I like to say. It's so true. So
1000%, Sherry. Yep.
and you know what? You highlighted something really important. It's something that I meant to ask, and I'm gonna ask it right now. Because I think you touched on it, but I want you to be able to put it in your words. As a Woman of Worth award winner for 2022, I want to ask you, what do the words woman of worth mean to you? How does that resonate with you?
Yeah, it's so powerful, because receiving the award, it was something that I had to kind of reflect on, of what does worth mean to me? What does my worth mean to me? And it really is taking the time to be proud of myself, to be able to look at the things that I've done with my life and recognize the benefit for myself and for other women, for society, for my kids, for my friends, for my family. But to give myself permission to say, wow, that's really cool. There have been times when I'm talking to other people and I feel like, or I felt like, oh my God, you sound like you're bragging because of some of the things that I've been able to do with my life. And the realization of, you know what? If I can do it and I'm sharing that with other people, that gives them permission to be able to pursue some of that too. Now, you have to do that in a way that's inviting and not braggy, but you need to own your worth, and you need to do that so that you can be the example for others to follow in. So worth to me is really, again, it's an inside value. I am just as worthy within as I can expect anyone else to value my worth externally. So knowing that and being able to give myself that permission to be worthy of any accolade, any feedback, good or bad. The way I interpret that is, how do I enhance myself if it's some kind of a criticism, but I don't let it stop me. I let it help me to grow.
I love that. Perfectly said,
Thank
and,
you.
from a true woman of worth, for sure.
Thank you.
And I always my pat phrase is that it's not bragging if it's true.
I
There's
love that. I love it.
true, it's not bragging, it's actually just a statement of fact.
Right.
If someone else feels uncomfortable, they should probably take a moment to do some self-reflection. If someone
Absolutely.
else's accomplishments make them feel inferior, it's once again an inside job and they need to look inside. But that's
Yeah.
another story for another day. And I'm so proud of everything that you have
Thank you.
accomplished,
Thank
Nancy. And
you.
I want to ask you, uh, this question, and I always say 100 years from now, Nancy, what is it that people are going to say when they hear Nancy Lockhart? How is that legacy that you are so busy working on writing and impacting people today with? What is it people are going to say when they hear the name Nancy Lockhart?
I think, well, there's two things. Of course, I hope that um, my children carry forward the work that I'm doing, the value that I found within my life and my career and my family. That's very important to me, and I hope they look back and say, we're really proud of what mom did and the example that she was for us. But I do believe that even in 100 years, somehow I'm going to be around, maybe not in this body, but I will be around in some way. Hopefully, opening doors for people or inspiring people in some other form. But and I hope that that the people that are close to me, or had heard about me if they hadn't met me in the future, get some kind of a tingle about my presence being somewhere around them. So I hope that I inspire the future. I inspire especially my daughters, who are just amazing women. I'm so proud, if you cannot tell. But that I hope the legacy and the hope of you know continual challenge and continual hope and joy follows me after this body is done with me.
Right. I love that. And it's so true. I mean, your girls are your living legacy, right? And
Yes,
that you have
absolutely.
impacted them, and that's so beautiful. And I understand what you're saying. One of the things that is so phenomenal is because we are co-book authors and
Yes,
we have done multiple collaborations together, is that is one of the ways that our legacy is going to live on,
absolutely.
because our stories are in permanent record to inspire forevermore. And
Absolutely.
that is an incredible gift to leave behind. Aside from our presence and our impact with actual people, we get to leave a physical record of that. One of the things I
Yes, you're
love about a collaboration or a book in general, but uh,
absolutely, and we've been so fortunate to be in partnership with that, and through Linda Sunshine West, and that is absolutely, that's a tangible thing that we can hold on to and point to, and my kids can, and move that forward. So that is truly a beautiful representation of a legacy,
100%.
for
And,
us.
the
Mhm.
fabulous thing is we have another one coming out that people are
I
gonna
know.
get their hands on,
I
the
know.
29th of March. And
Very
so
exciting.
how exciting that is. So I know that people are gonna be inspired by you, Nancy. I wanna actually share with, our viewers how they can get in touch with you and how they can connect with you.
Yes, absolutely. So at the bottom of the screen, Lockhart Marketing, unlock the heart of your business for anyone who is interested in strategy, in planning, in packaging their products and services, launching themselves, finding themselves to bring to market. Please give me a look up, and you can schedule time on my website. There's a link for a complimentary 30-minute meeting with me. even if you just want to talk and find out more about me, I'm happy to get to know more people and to share my story. And I thank you so much, Sherri, for having me on and allowing me to spend a few moments with you.
Oh, I so appreciate you, Nancy. And I hope people will take you up on that offer because you are an incredible human being in general. Not just because you're a Woman of Worth Award winner, but in general, you are an awesome
Thank you.
person. And I really hope that people will go to lockhart.marketing.com and grab the spot on Nancy's calendar and just get to know her and have a conversation with her. You'll
Absolutely.
be better for it. So,
Thank
thanks
you.
again, Nancy. Congratulations on being a Woman of Worth award winner
Thank
for
you.
2022.
Thank you so much.